Oh, thank you so much, guys. A vitally important conversation, quite a heavy one, so thank you so much for treading so lightly on our hopes and dreams. We love it. Let's lighten the mood and get back in the kitchen. A few things compare to the smell of freshly baked bread. You can see this is tapping into like one of my deepest memories. And with this very simple Clover Butro recipe, you'll get to enjoy a flavorful spin on traditional home-baked bread. So get the family involved and bake more memories with your loved ones. I love baking with my kids. And my friends. I want to call you family members.
Definitely.
Tracy, Carter, I love you because we've been able to watch your journey from a few different lenses through this process. One thing we haven't seen you do is cook in our kitchen.
Yes.
So I look forward to seeing you help us make our bread. Now, I promise you I'm not lazy. I'm just wanting to spread the love this morning. So what we're going to be combining here for our beautiful bread, are you this way inclined? Do you love cooking and baking?
I love cooking and baking.
So you should be telling me how to do this. I think is probably how this goes.
Bread is one thing that I normally don't venture in, though, I have to admit.
And there is something beautiful about doing this with your kids. Obviously, you've got younger kids than yours, but when you get to enjoy the fruits of your labours, and you learn patience, and of course, it has to be delicious. So we've got our flour. We're going to mix in some very activated yeast over there, which is obviously key. That guy's ready for action. All of it going in there. And then can mix that in, and obviously something that I've learned is you don't want to introduce salt directly onto yeast, obviously, because the salt is going to kill it. So we'll mix that in, and then we can start adding through the rest of our ingredients. And this is a jumping off point for us and the flavor profile that we thought would work really well with one of our beautiful butro spreads that we made ourselves earlier. But you could push the boat out. You could make it a really strong, cheesy flavor. You can ramp it up. For this, I think that looks great. And you can put in the rest of our ingredients. Obviously, we've got our cheese. We've gone for like and then thyme. I absolutely love the smell of thyme. It's kind of like thyme and sage coming out of the oven. There's something about that.
And this is some sun-dried tomatoes.
And then obviously, I think it's about 2 tablespoons of all the salt can go in, and then of our butro. And then we mix it together. And obviously we allow our beautiful dough to prove, and we are left with this absolutely scrumptious, beautiful bread dough. This wasn't an exact science. This is just a lot of love in the kitchen, and made with the goodness of dairy Clover Butro. It's tasty, it's smooth, and I think most importantly for me, it's easy to spread. It doesn't destroy bread. And whether it's sweet or savoury, it is going to help you out. And incorporating butro into the dough will give the bread a delectable, buttery flavour. So I'm not going to make you get all dirty and get stuck into that dough, but that looks beautiful. And then, obviously, it emerges as our wonderful, proven dough that gets popped into our baking tray. And I'm going to finish it off with some more cheese.
Oh, lovely.
A few more sun-dried tomatoes.
And nothing really makes you feel at home like the smell of bread baking in the oven,
Someone once, you know, I had a mate who was doing, selling homes. And she would do that. She would literally put bread or muffins or something, vanilla pods in the oven, and people would just buy into that. Absolutely scrumptious, popped into the oven. Bob's your uncle. You've got a beautiful bread to enjoy with your spread. So I now need to get a knife so that you can actually taste the gorgeousness. And you can... Oh, there we go. That is for you. We've actually spread some already. So you can grab yourself a piece of bread and enjoy. And we only accept absolute honesty on this show.
Delicious.
Delicious. Done.
Absolutely delicious. I love the butter in the bread. Beautiful.
Oh, you've earned your check today. And we do have to pay. We do have to pay. I love it. If you want to create this at home, expressoshow.com is where you can do it, and they are delicious.
Definitely.
That's the only piece you're going to get. This is going to go very quickly.
This is going to fly. Oh, and the caramelized onions. Oh, absolutely delicious.
I'm just going to ask, because there is this sense of yes and this connectedness through Carnival. How many jobs do you think you have created, and I don't mean you personally, through this process with Carnival this year?
Well, look, I don't want to give an incorrect statistic, but the wonderful thing is we've obviously got staff that we employ on a full-time basis. We've got lots of contractual workers that come in, and it's hundreds of people that we give jobs to. Just on the course of the day, we have over 400 people that are working, you know, as part of the corridor. So it's absolutely beautiful to see how much opportunity is given, not just to the performers, but there are so many other people.
I love it. And those are relationships that last. So we'll bring you more inspiration from the Cape Town Carnival, but loving having Tracy Carter and most of the Carters here this morning.
Definitely. Always good being here.
I'd love another one, please, Mummy. With butro and lots of jam.
Another sandwich.
Clover Butro. Spread the dairy goodness.
Made with love by Clover.